Warning. Applying these principles may change your life. People will look at you differently. You'll walk straighter, live bolder, and find out who you are. This is the Manlihood ManCast.
Welcome to the Manlihood ManCast. I'm your host, Josh Hatcher. Hey, listen, we are broadcasting from my outside studio. Today, you might hear a couple cars or some birds or dogs barking or something. That's all good. It's okay. I don't mind at all. A little bit of background noise is nice today. So anyway, we are talking today about 4 things that all men crave. And got some good thoughts, good insights on it, and we'll get to that in just a second. But before we do, please, I want you to go to manlihood.com/store. You know, manlyhood matters a lot. I do truly believe that we have a crisis of masculinity and manhood in America, and this whole project was built out of my desire to help make a difference and to help be a good example to other men, to help build relationships with men so that men can be stronger, better, bolder. They can be better husbands, better leaders, better fathers, and I do believe that that's going to help turn that tide. I invest a lot of time and energy in this, and I've seen a lot of awesome things happen as a result of it, and I know that you guys have seen those things too. So my hope is that you can help me support it by buying a Manlihood shirt and wearing it out about in town, telling everybody all about Manlihood. Buy a Manlihood book for a young man in your life from the store, and you can give it to him. Say, hey, look, I got this for you. I want to help you grow. There's so much that you can do to help support Manlihood at the Manlihood store. So manlihood.com/store. And we'll be right back with 4 things men crave after this.
Hey man, I see you. I see your fire going out. I see your marriage barely holding on. I know you're broke, wore out, and at the end of your rope. I've been there. It sucks. It sucks the spark right out of you, till all you have is a pile of wet wood. It feels like it's never gonna burn. I can't fix your problems. I can't make her love you again. I can't lose 50 pounds for you or fill your bank account. But I can remind you of who you are. I can share some of my fire. I can help you make a plan to get your life back on track. So let's go. Let's do this. Let's reignite our lives. There's a lot at stake. No one wants their marriage to end in divorce. No one wants to wallow in despair or to the dark places that follow. So let's do it. Let's reignite our lives. Let's reignite our passion, our marriage, our health, our career, our dreams, our mindsets. Get reignite today.
Hey, welcome back to the Manlihood ManCast. I'm your host, Josh Hatcher, and we are talking today about 4 things that all men crave. Now, I shouldn't say all men because I know how that works. There's always one guy that's like, oh, I don't crave that. And then he tells me why he's the exception to the rule. So I'll just say 4 things that most men crave, and you can be the exception if it makes you feel any better. Adventure is the first one. Men crave adventure. We love to do something that gives us a good story. We love to be able to sit around the campfire with our buddies and talk about the fishing trip that we took, or talk about the hike, or the ski trip, or the adventure that we had, the road trip, whatever it is. The time that we almost got in a fight at a convenience store at 2 a.m. We love that stuff. We love that adventure because it speaks to bigger, bolder, scarier things than we could do on our own, and we were able to overcome and have an adventure. That adventure proves to you as a man that you are big and that you are bold and that you are brave and that you can do it. I think about the fact that really that's what helps us overcome our fears, is doing something new, exploring, trying, tasting, all of those things. It's all part of that spirit of adventure. And I think we all crave it for a reason, because I think we're made that way, and I think we're made that way on purpose. And you know what? Sometimes women crave adventure. That's okay. But men definitely crave it. We want it. We ache for it. We yearn for it. It is a part of us. And it's not good to deny it. So If you haven't had a good old-fashioned adventure in a while, I want to encourage you, the next time you have an opportunity for an adventure, have an adventure. Go to the other side of town and eat at a different restaurant that you've never been in. Go help out a stranger on the side of the road who needs help changing her tire. Pick up a hitchhiker. Go hike to the top of a mountain. Do something that you don't normally do, something that's outside of your comfort zone and that takes some bravery and courage. And when you exercise your bravery and courage with adventure, it makes you a better man. The other thing that men crave, all men crave it, is battle. Now, I'm not saying that we all crave killing people or that we all crave physically fighting, but I do believe that we as men have in us the nature of a protector, the nature of a defender, the nature of a liberator, maybe even a conqueror. And none of those things are bad if they're used properly. There are evil things out there that need to be conquered and vanquished and defeated, right? There are all kinds of battles to be fought, and I want to encourage you to pick your battles wisely. Don't just start fighting and keyboard warrioring on the internet because it's fun and it thinks you're not going to change anybody's mind with a passive-aggressive or angry or whatever Facebook post. So just don't waste your time doing that, okay? Don't waste your time fighting on the internet. But we do crave battle. And so we have to be aware. Sometimes these things that we crave can also be our defeat, okay? If you're going to get into a battle, make sure that you're battling for the right things and the right reasons and doing it the right way. Which also kind of leads us to our next thing that all men crave, and that's beauty. I do believe that we are drawn to beautiful things, including beautiful women and nature, especially those two things. I think we are drawn to those things. And the reason that we are is because we're made to crave it. We're made to want it. It does require a degree of self-control. You don't just go looking at beautiful things just because you can. I mean, you need to be smart about that, especially when it comes to the ladies. You know, just because it's beautiful doesn't mean it needs your lustful gaze. So, when you see a pretty lady walk by and you're a married man and you see her walk by and you say, oh, she looks pretty. In your mind, you don't have to think, oh, I'd want to hit that. Come on, straighten up. All right? Self-control. But we do crave it, don't we? We do. And so we have to make sure that, I crave chocolate cake, but it doesn't mean I can eat all the chocolate cake. It doesn't mean that every piece of chocolate cake is for me. So as we approach beauty, let's make sure that we do it in a way that's honorable, which is the last thing that we all crave. We all crave honor. We want to be honorable. We want people to look at us and to see good. We want people to speak well of our name. I mean, even the bad guys, right? Even the bad guys who do bad things, the criminals, they want to be honored for their crime. They want to be the baddest they can be so that they can be known as a man who lived by his values, which was kill or be killed and steal or be stolen from, or whatever his value is. But we want to be honored for the things that we value. We want to be honored for that. Just make sure that, again, that we are seeking honor for the right things and the right reasons. I don't want to be the honored mafia mob boss that is known and recognized and valued because he cuts the tongues out of his enemies, or buries them in concrete and makes them sleep with the fishes. I want to be honored because I was a good man that does the right thing and that helps people and that doesn't let bad things happen to the people around me. That's what I want to be honored for. But we all crave it, don't we? We all want it. Anyway, those are the things I think that we all crave, the things that we want, and I think we definitely have to temper them because I think we can crave them in a way that is out of balance. So we want to make sure that we balance it with virtue, that we balance it with honor, we balance it with what's right. That comes back down to making sure our core values are clearly defined. We could talk about that. Your purpose, your mission, your values. Those are things that are your core ops. They're your specific operating system that you work through and that you work with. And if you don't have it defined, if you don't know what your purpose is, if you don't know what your mission is and your vision, and you don't know what values you're trying to live by, you're going to struggle. So, I would say the answer to that is to take the time to write them out. If you want help with that, I've got a book that you can get at the manlihood.com store. It's called Core Ops. So go to manlihood.com/store and grab that book. You can also get it on Amazon. I really think that it's going to help you work through your purpose, mission, vision, values. And you know what? That's going to help you make sure that what you do lines up with who you are. And if you're not sure what it looks like or what that needs to be defined as, it'll help you with that. So anyway, check that out. I do appreciate you guys listening to the Manlihood ManCast. If you are watching on YouTube, please like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz, because we want to make sure that you can keep up to date with what we're doing. If you're listening on a podcast platform, leave us a review, especially on iTunes. Leave us a review so that you can tell others about it. This is going to help us get the word out. And if you're catching it because you saw a link shared on Facebook, share that link with other people. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. Thank you very much.
You want to be a better man? Check out our website, manlihood.com, for blogs, videos, and more from our Manlihood team. Men, you can also join our private Facebook group, Manlihood ManCast, where you can meet up with a band of brothers who will challenge you and help you on your journey of manhood. Be sure to check out all our resources at manlihood.com/store. This episode is produced by Thatcher Media for manlihood.com. Our manly theme music is from Austin Sterling and also from Mark Cruz. Sure to subscribe and leave a review on iTunes, YouTube, or whatever you're listening to. Tune in again for more of the Manlihood ManCast.